Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Enunciating text 7, text 8, and text 9 of chapter 1. Questions by Vidura of 3rd canto, the status quo of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 7. Yada sabhayam kurudeva devyaha keshabhimarasham sutakarma garahayam na varayamas nrupah snushayaha swasraira harantyaha kucha kunkumani. The king did not forbid his son Dushasan's abominable action of grabbing the hair of Draupadi, the wife of the godly king Yudhishthir, even though her tears washed the red dust on her breast. Text 8. Dyute tva dharmen jitasya sadhoh satyavalamvasya vanam gatasya na yachato adat samayen dayam tamojushano yadajata shatroh. Yudhishthir, who was born without enemy, was unfairly defeated in gambling. But because he had taken the vow of truthfulness, he went off to the forest. When he came back in due course and begged the return of his rightful share of the kingdom, he was refused by Dhritarashtra, who was overwhelmed by illusion. Maharaj Yudhishthir was the rightful heir to his father's kingdom, but just to favor his own sons, headed by Duryodhan, Dhritarashtra, Maharaj Yudhishthir's uncle, adopted various unfair means to cheat his nephews of their rightful share of the kingdom. At last, the Pandavas demanded only 5 villages, one for each of the 5 brothers, but that was also refused by the usurpers. This incident led to the war of Kurukshetra. The battle of Kurukshetra, therefore, was induced by the Kurus and not the Pandavas. As Kshatriyas, the proper livelihood of the Pandavas was only to rule and not to accept any other occupation. A Brahman, Kshatriya or Vaishya will not accept employment for his livelihood under any circumstances. Text 9. Yada cha partha prahitah sabhayam jagad gururyani jagat krishnah na tani pumsam mrutayanani rajoru mene kshata punya leshah. Lord Krishna was sent by Arjun into the assembly as the spiritual master of the whole world, and although his words were heard by some like Bhishma as pure nectar, it was not so for the others, who were completely bereft of the last farthing of past pious works. The king Dhritarashtra or Duryodhan did not take the words of Lord Krishna very seriously. Lord Krishna, who is the spiritual master of the entire universe, accepted the duty of a messenger and, deputed by Arjun, went to the assembly of King Dhritarashtra on a peace mission. Krishna is everyone's lord, yet because he was a transcendental friend of Arjun, he gladly accepted the role of messenger exactly like an ordinary friend. That is the beauty of the Lord's behavior with his pure devotees. He reached the assembly and spoke about peace, and the message was relished by Bhishma and other great leaders because it was spoken by the Lord himself. But due to the exhaustion of the pious results of their past deeds, Duryodhan or his father Dhritarashtra did not take the message very seriously. That is the way of persons who have no credit of pious deeds. By past pious deeds, one may become the king of a country. But because the results of the pious acts of Duryodhan and company were dwindling, it became evident from their actions that they were sure to lose the kingdom to the Pandavas. The message of Godhead is always like nectar to the devotees, but it is just the opposite to the non-devotees. Sugar candy is always sweet to a healthy man, but it tastes very bitter to persons suffering from jaundice. Hari Krishna.